Hey, this is mostly going to be unscripted because I was just flat out too lazy to write a script. So this is like horribly structured and really awkward. Then, oops. I never did these type of videos before, so this is probably going to be a really bad video because I'm really bad at like talking in general and stuff like that, like right now. So I'm just gonna get right into it, I guess, because I don't think you guys want to hear me awkwardly talk for like a whole minute straight, which is probably gonna be the whole video. Yeah, I'll just start. Oh, also another thing before I mention is if you hear any background noises, just ignore it because my whole family is at home. I should have recorded this thing earlier, but I just didn't want to because I just want to play Minecraft. Okay, so these aren't going to be in order because I just didn't want to organize everything. Most of it is just structured like personal questions first and then UTAU related ones later, so yeah. Okay, let's start with the first few questions, and they're already both pizza related. What's up with like pizza questions? I don't get it. Like, everyone keeps on asking those, and I'm just like, but why? Anyways, the question is pineapple on pizza or no? And the other one is, what do you think about the person who puts pickles on pizza? Okay, for like the first one, I don't really like pineapple on pizza. Like, if someone gave me a free slice, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I guess I'll eat it, but I prefer my food to be like cold and fresh, not warm and crispy. That's just ill. And the one about the pickles on pizza, let me just tell you, pickles are my number one most hated food, so anyone who ruins a delicious pizza with disgusting pickles deserves the death penalty. Also, since I guess this is like related to pizza, my favorite pizza is like Meat Lover's Pizza. I don't really care what it has, just as long as it's meat or whatever. As you can tell, I eat a lot, okay? Okay, to the next question. Agree or disagree? Ketchup is nasty. No, it isn't. It's the condiment of the gods, and if you don't like ketchup, then I'm sorry, we can't be friends. Just don't bother even talking to me. Now that I think about it, I only ever eat ketchup. I don't like use any other condiment because I just don't really like them. Besides ketchup, I put like ketchup on nearly everything. Okay, so next question. Have you ever eaten Takis? Here's the thing, I don't like spicy food because I just can't handle it. I know you're probably thinking like, whoa, a Hispanic person who can't handle spicy food, fake Mexican. And to that I say, yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so like these next two questions are kind of similar, so I just combined them, and it's team dogs or team cats, and the other one is, do you have any pets, and if so, what type of animal are they? Team dogs, because I have like two dogs with me right now. They're both like chihuahuas. If I have like a picture and I actually have the energy to put it in the video, then I would like put it up, I guess. Also, I better not see you guys throw shade at my dogs. I know they like bark a lot, but I swear they're like precious babies. Just stop bullying them. They don't deserve the hate. Okay, this is an interesting question. What meme never fails to cheer you up? I don't really have like a favorite meme, but I have like a favorite video. I'll put it up like right now.
Hey yo, pee pee poo poo check. Pee pee poo poo. Pee 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 pee.
Oh man, this never fails to make me laugh. Ah, so funny. Okay, so last like personal question. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, to start off this category, we have the question, are you accepting requests? I mean, I guess people don't really request stuff from me that often, so I never really said anything about it, but I thought, I'm like, why not? I guess I'll take requests. So like I made a Google Forms that I'll probably link in the description, so if you want to request something, then I guess just do the form and maybe I'll do it. I mean, I have to like the song enough to like actually cover it. Okay, next question. Do you agree to join to collaboration? Unfortunately for free. I mean, yeah, I'm always open for collaboration. I actually like wrote it down in my description, but I don't know how many people actually read that. I mean, just as long as you're doing all the mixing, then I don't really mind. I just don't want to mix because I'm really bad and I'm scared I'm gonna ruin the song. Okay, will you ever re-upload Koukatsu with Ruko? Oh yeah, I forgot about that cover actually. I like unlisted it because it just sucked and I really hate how it sounds. I don't know why it got like so many views. I hate it so much. So yeah, that song will probably stay like unlisted for like forever because it just sounds bad. But I guess I'll take this opportunity to announce that I'm planning to redo like 2 of my really old covers. One of them being Koukatsu and the other one is also Sketch, or I think that's how you say it. I already tuned like maybe like 1/10 of the song and I just haven't touched it ever since, but I plan to like finish them eventually, I swear. That's what I say with all my covers, and look where I am now, like 50 some work in progresses. Please send help. This is an interesting question. Which of your covers is your favorite? I don't like most of my covers because that's just how people are. Like, they just don't like their own stuff. But there are some I'm like kind of proud of, or at the very least just like don't hate. One of them was my Packet Hero cover, the Bananas cover, my Catastrophe cover, my Silently one, my Venom cover, and my With a Dance Number cover. I like really like that one, but like people rarely like watched it. I'm sad. I also like the bottom cover I made. Like, I don't know like if I like it, but I really like how the tuning came out because it was like really difficult with all those pitch bends going everywhere. Actually, now that I recorded this section, I forgot to mention I also really like my See You cover. Actually, that's probably the one I'm like the most proud of because it took me like 2 days straight just like working on it, like, well, I mean, I wouldn't say non-stop, but like for a while. And I'm sad because it was actually my most viewed, but then like Love Ka took all the views and I'm like, why? That cover's like so average, like why did it get so popular? Now See You's not the first popular one on my channel. Why did you guys have to watch that video? Okay, now that I finished all that crying, next question. How did you discover UTAU? To make a long story short, I was just listening to random Vocaloid songs, and I was just like clicking on the like random videos in the suggestion tab, and I saw this World Is Mine cover. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll listen to this. Nostalgia Trip. But when I clicked on it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is in Miku. And I looked at the title, it was like UTAU, and it was like the Ruko cover. I'm like, this is not Miku, but I don't exactly hate it. So I went to like look up more about like Ruko and UTAU and whatever, and that's when I fell into the UTAU hellhole. So now here I am. And it's also the story on why Ruko is my like most favorite and why I use them like non-stop because of that one cover. Okay, so do you have any least favorite UTAUs and or Vocaloid songs? I mean, with UTAUs, there isn't one I particularly hate. It's just like if I don't like the voice, then I just won't use them. When it comes to Vocaloid songs, the only song I like just hate is Glow. And why it's that specific song is because I had Project Mirai and I failed horribly in that song because it was just super slow, and I don't know if y'all know this, but I really hate super slow songs. It just bore me to death, especially that one, so I will forever hate it for the rest of my life. Man, this is a really good question. Who's your favorite underrated UTAU? Man, I have like a good amount of them. Like, I think my entire like voice bank library consists of just like UTAUs people probably never heard of. Okay, so first one is Kogane Oyupo. Like, I really like him, but I hardly see any covers with him. Another one I like is Hibiki Kazuhiko. He's like a really good UTAU. Like, I would like use them more often, but I just don't have any song ideas right now. I think I might have like one song maybe, but I don't really know yet. Another one is Taro Iwata. Let's see. Another one is Megumu Amagasa, Tatsugenki, Yuma Segika. I actually like discovered him not too long ago and he's so good, but I just haven't had like any songs to use him with, so hopefully I like can use him soon. No wait, now that I think about it, I actually have a duet that I'm planning to do with him and Ruko, but I don't know when I'm gonna like actually touch that UST. It's just rotting in my folder. Maybe I'll get to it eventually. And the last underrated UTAU is Kazuya Uehara. I think that's how you say the name. So yeah, that's just like a small list of them. I have like, I guess, some other ones, but I wouldn't say like they're favorites. It's just I like them, I guess. Okay, which UTAU is the hardest to use in your opinion? Who else but, you know, the one and only Yokune Ruko. Like, sometimes, like, the voice just sounds whack, like, especially the end breaths, like, they sound like a chicken to me, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna need a lot of work. Also, doesn't help that the male voice bank, like, hardly has that much stuff, and, like, you know, the whisper voice bank that hasn't been updated in so long. I'm like, oh god. Okay, back to the Kide voice bank, actually. I don't know if, like, some people noticed this. I think, like, some people did, but there's, like, this random, like, little music in the background in some of the recordings. I'm like, did, like, Ruko's, like, male voice provider, like, record it in, like, a Starbucks or something? Because you can hear, like, the little music. I'm like, oh, no. Would you ever want to make your own UTAU? Actually, I tried not too long ago, but after one recording, my throat just kind of started hurting. So I don't think I plan to make one anytime soon because 1, I don't know how to auto. 2, I hate my voice. 3, my throat just hurts after like even like one recording. 4, I just don't have the time to make one. And also, like, lastly, my like microphone's like just trash and there's so much white noise, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make one anytime soon, so don't expect one from me. We're almost there. Okay, which Yokune Ruko VB you like the most? Which one has the most potential in your opinion? Also, do you think Mawarine Shuu and Ruko VB are similar? So with the first one, I don't know if it was obvious, but all I ever use is Ruko's like male Kire, so yeah. And for which one has most potential, surprisingly, I'd say like the female, because it's like there's like more options and there's more pins and they're actually complete voice banks. Oh my gosh, certain someone. And to the second one, I do kind of hear the similarities between them. Like, you know, they do sound different, but surprisingly they kind of sound like pretty similar to one another. Oh, finally we're on the last question. What's your favorite thing about Yokune Ruko? Something about their voice, their character, everything. You know, obviously the voice. I like the fact that there's 2 of them and they both sound really good. I like their appearance. I mean, sometimes they kind of look whack, but that's part of their charm, you know? And they're like, so gender, I hate that I said that, but you know, it also is true. You know, they're just all around like a really interesting like UTAU, and I just love them so much. And if anyone bullies them, I'm gonna like go over to your house and just break your computer or something and throw it in the toilet. Jesus Christ, this thing's 13 minutes long. I didn't think like it'd be this lengthy. I could just end it right here, but like I'm just gonna do a quick round of questions that no one asked, but I'm still gonna like do it anyways. Okay, favorite producers. First is Marutu, the king himself. Next one, Hachiya Nanashi, Hiraki Kirai, Niru Kajitsu, Syudo, I think that's how you say the name. Kikuo, Ringo, Akali, whichever name you go by, and Eve. With Eve, like I only like mostly listen to like the older songs, not really the new ones, but I still like his music or whatever. Okay, top 5 favorite UTAUs. Obviously Ruko, Larumine, my son, Anna Nui, I think that's how you say your name. She's my daughter. Kai, who's my husband, even though he has a boyfriend, but we don't mention that. And Oyuko, surprisingly. Most favorite Vocaloid song is probably like Pack a Hero. I don't know why it's that song, but I just really like it. And my first Vocaloid song, it was Voice actually, but song that actually got me into like all this Vocaloid and UTAU stuff was like Materialska, I think that's you pronounce it or something. Like I remember asking my sister, I'm like, hey, what's this song name? And she's like, oh yeah, here's a link to it. And then like I listened to it like a lot, and then I just clicked on songs and like the suggestion tabs, and you know, the rest is history. Oh god, this thing's almost reaching the 15-minute mark. I didn't think it'd be this long. Oh god, my throat kind of hurts actually. I don't know what else to say except like I'm planning to make like another video similar to this. It's more like just like tips on like using Ruko and you know how to make them sound better or whatever, or just making them sound decent in general, and also like general like UTAU stuff like some people might know or not know, and like other plugins I use just to make your UTAU experience slightly less painful. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I don't really know what to say. Bye, I guess.